Hey baddies, welcome to another Auntie Amy's Trashy Tarot. Today I'm doing a pop-up reading. This one is all about the March predictions. So we're going to find out what's coming towards you in March. So how a pop-up reading works for me is I'm going to shuffle this deck and we're going to get 4 cards, whatever cards come out, and those are going to be your pick a card. So today I will of course be pulling as I go. So let's get into it. I'm going to shuffle this deck up and we're going to find out what your pick a cards are. All right. I hope you guys are doing well. I'm really happy you guys are here. So, all right. You know what? I feel like I need to knock it. And ooh, that energy. Okay. And a couple more shuffles. One more for good measure. Okay, it feels good now. All right. I feel like this card wants to come out. We have Third Eye. This is Visions, Manifesting, Meditation. That's going to be my group 1. All right. Okay, my group 2. Group 2. Give me my group 2 card. Oops. Well, we had a couple. We have a few that came out. Oh, we had 3. We have exactly 3. Okay. So the first one I saw is this one here. I think you can see it. I'm pretty sure you can, but I'm going to cover it up anyway. We have Nagas, Lovers, Erotica, Sensuality, but I think you can see that one. It's just her cleavage. So the third one is going to be Mantis Beings, Enigma, Elusive, Sensitive. And the fourth one is going to be Annunaki, Controlling, Drama, Conflict of Interest. So those are going to be your cards for March. I will insert a picture for those of you guys who need a bit more time to see which card you're drawn to. If you're drawn to more than one group, there probably is more than one message here for you. And with that said, I'll see you beautiful, magical baddies on the other side. Bye, guys. Hey, group 1, all of you that selected 38 Third Eye, Visions, Manifesting, Meditation. This is going to be your reading all about your March predictions, what's coming towards you in March. All right, so keep in mind this is a general reading, so just take what resonates and leave the rest behind. So I love this card. It's so trippy. It feels like wah, wah, wah. Your third eye is just kind of buzzing. So let's get into it and see what other cards come out for you. I already got a vibe, but I kind of want to see what comes out in the other cards. So let's go ahead and pull your other cards for you. We have Visions, Manifestation, Manifesting, and we have Meditation. So it feels like your third eye is going to be very active in March. Feels like a third eye activation, or your dream state's going to be more active. Let's see. I feel like this card wants to come out. Okay, we have Merkaba, activation, transcendence, ascension. You are rising up. Beautiful energy. Feels very high vibe. Group 1, you feel very high vibe. Okay, I feel like there's a very high vibration going on for group 1. And it feels like it's going through the portal of your third eye. Let's get some more of these cards. Tell me more about my group 1. Tell me more. That is a lot of cards. That's a lot of cards. Let's go. We have Emerald Tablet activation, cosmic order, divine alchemy, conscious manifesting. You guys, you're definitely going through a higher activation. This feels very deep and intense. And I feel like this is something you might be working on. I'm probably not going to take all these cards, so give me one of these cards. Give me the most important card, the most relevant card for March. Give me the most relevant card for March. Which one is it? This one. Okay, we have Gaia, gateway activation, learning experiences, wisdom transmission, earth intelligence. Learning experience, wisdom transmission, earth intelligence. So I want to pull on that learning experience. So in March, are we going to have a learning experience? What's going on with the learning experience? Let's get some tarot on this learning experience. Tell me about this learning experience, this gateway, this Gaia. Sorry, my tongue's heavy because of my meds, y'all. Okay. Tell me about this Gaia gateway activation. It feels very pure. It really does. It has a very pure tone to it. We have victory here. Ooh, buddy, pal, friend, do you feel that shit? Do you feel that intensity? Beautiful. You guys, group one, this is going to be a hard act to follow, I got to say. The other groups, I don't know what's going on there. But this group, you guys got it going on in March. There's a high, I feel like this energy is available to you in March, okay? If you want it. It's like, I feel like my crown, like the back of my head is starting to buzz. Lots of victory, an energy of victory. Let's get this bottom card here. We have the Four of Wands, you guys. Wow. And we have the Nine of Wands. You've been through some shit. So I feel like this isn't necessarily telling me that you're going to have a learning experience. You've already fucking learned the lesson. You've already learned it. You've learned what you need to know. And now things are moving into the place of wisdom. Okay? And it's like wisdom transmission. What my understanding as it's coming forward from the spirits, from the universe, is that the wisdom transmission really is a download you have had that will tell you, it will unlock the awareness of the wisdom you have gained from the experiences you've had. And it's going to give you a new kind of intelligence, like emotional intelligence. It's also going to unlock a kind of healing frequency through the Gaia gateway. Okay. I feel like, through this gateway, if you will, this connection to Gaia, to Earth, we have two cards here talking about manifestation. Okay, we have the victory card, we have the Four of Wands, which is a happy moment, happy, joyful, party, happy. We have the Nine of Wands. You're still standing after all these experiences. And then we have the Merkaba activation, which I got to tell you, like holy light, divine providence, beautiful energy, abundant light source, transcendence, ascension. You are rising up. Some of you guys are going to have this internal feeling of leveling up. Like your gifts and abilities are going to level up. Now understand, a lot of times before the physical manifests, we have an internal rising that happens into our gifts and abilities, into the conscious awareness of the wisdom we have gained through the wars and battles we have fought in our lives. It opens a gateway of awareness within us of how wise we are, how many gifts we truly have to share. The thing about the feeling that I feel is coming from my group one, and I have felt this, okay, so I can talk about it. This feeling of victory that I get from the Six of Wands, it is a new feeling of communion with divine source. it's a different kind of feeling of victory. Okay. Um, because it's not as if you are winning over others. It's an understanding of a feeling that really, to be honest, it exists outside of language. So, victory and the Four of Wands with Merkabah here really is a good way to explain the feeling if we could. And it's still not good enough. I would put the sun and the star here on the table too. Um, there is an inner knowledge coming forward for group one. I feel like there is higher self activation through this third eye, higher self awareness, this inner wisdom coming down. I feel this here with this card intuitively. Like I see the shaft of light, this the serpent energy here. This is wisdom coming down. I feel like you're going to have more access to like your ancient, although we are timeless beings, you guys. This ancient awareness, this ancient intelligence, this ancient knowledge within you. Some of you guys may be finding yourself in March being pulled to different paradigms or cultures. Pay attention to that because it feels like there's something very rich there for you. Your reading it feels like it's at a different level. This feels very like high vibe. I don't know if all of them are going to be like this, but it feels like there are going to be moments in March where you're going to feel really alive and connected. Okay. Connected to higher self, source, whatever label you want to put on it, but connected to that other that escapes human language. Okay. I also get with Gaia, some of you guys might be starting to think about like gardening or you might be getting outside more. I do feel like for group one, getting out in nature, being around animals, being connecting with cosmic energy, connecting with nature is going to be very fulfilling, and it will bring in a lot of higher spiritual downloads. Okay. There has been a lot of research lately about plants. Okay. About plants communicating and talking to each other. And here's the thing about plants. They talk to us. They talk to us through frequency. So when you're outside, high vibe, group one, pay attention to the plants that you're pulled to. Okay? They are very wise. Think about the oldest trees in the forests. Now that we as humans have caught up with nature, are catching up with the wisdom and intelligence of nature, because they've always talked, they've always communicated. We're just now smart enough to figure that shit out. Think about the trees that have been around for, 5, 6, 7, 8 more years. How wise those trees are. Think about all the things they've seen. It's amazing, right? So pay attention to that kind of stuff. Group one, if you're pulled to start like you're thinking about a garden or something like that, or getting a plant, pay attention to the plants you're pulled to. Look into them, okay? You're getting a lot of plant stuff, group one. I don't get that very often. So, if that hits you, it's for you. If it doesn't, it doesn't. All right, I'm going to pull from the Mood Oracle, but I have to filter this because, YouTubes. So my high vibe group one, let's see what this Mood Oracle has. My Mood Oracle deck is a sassy bee, y'all. She's very sassy and we love her for it. So, okay, Mood Oracle, what do we got? What do we got here for my group one? What do we got for March? What do we have for March? Okay, we have, friendship. Making out with your friends is perfectly acceptable. Okay, let's get a couple more cards here. I forgot the name of this deck, but I like it. It's a fun deck too. We have It's Better Than Sitting Around Doing Nothing. Meditate. Okay, meditate is in these cards too. We have Let Your Freak Flag Fly. Shakalaka. That's fun. That's fun. Okay. Can't really see that. Oh, I'll leave that there. Okay, let's pull an emotional intelligence card. Gonna pull some more, get some more energy. I feel like in March, this friendship card here, I feel like people are going to feel like getting closer to you, like in general. They're going to be more attracted to your aura. You may feel like getting closer to other people physically, emotionally. We have engaging with fears and doubts. Some of you guys may have some fears of like emotional intimacy and things like that. And that might be something that you're working on in March, perhaps overcoming those fears, getting closer to someone. Ooh, my, ooh la la. And we have the Four of Wands here, which is, like, happy wedding, happy party, happy get together. We have loving the self on all levels. Yeah, I can't imagine group one that having this like transcendental experience, you're going to be loving yourself more. I can't imagine you would love yourself less. Really, this transcendental kind of experience, the transcendence kind of experience, it feels like it's going to help you embrace who you are more, because you're going to understand that you are connected to something that is outside the realm of understanding. And it's like you can connect with this energy, you can experience it, but it's very hard to explain because it's so much more than what we can explain as I sit here and try to find words to explain the unexplainable. It is magnificent. Okay, magnificent, right? And I am so excited for you guys. And for some of you, it may be a split moment. Okay, it may be a split moment. If you meditate, meditate. If you've never meditated before, I encourage you. I usually tell people, meditation can take several different forms. Group one, I'm going to encourage you to do like walking meditations in nature, meditate in nature, or meditate with nature sounds. Use frequencies, use crystal bowls, or meditate in quiet. Use guided meditations, but explore the meditative space. Okay, some of you guys with this third eye here, some of you guys, if you're drawn to doing meditations that expand your third eye and you're in a safe place to do that, do that. Okay, you're being guided to do that. All right, because I feel like there's a lot there. Okay, but I feel like in March, my group one, I feel like people are going to be warm and fuzzy friendly. Okay, warm and fuzzy friendly. Let's get some more energy here on the table. Oh, that one just spit out. We have Act, Spirit. Okay. Okay, give me more. This bottom one wants to come out. We have Memory. Okay. And this one's catty corner. Let's take it. We have Choices. Beautiful. Okay. All right. So I feel like this engage with fears and doubts. It feels like some of you guys have some kind of block, emotional blocks maybe, perhaps with relationships or a particular relationship. And I feel like this comes from the past with memory here. There's some emotional baggage here. And I feel like in March, we are overcoming it by loving ourselves more. We learn to love ourselves more as we connect more deeply, more truly to this higher vibe. Okay, this higher connection, this connection to source energy, your guide, your angels, whatever you're down with. Okay, I feel like I'm getting the message like many of you are on the cusp of a ascension event, and ascension events are we have, people think ascension's like a one time, one thing, kind of one shot kind of thing. And, there are big ascension events, and that can be so for some people. However, ascension really is about applying learning experiences, right? Gaining wisdom, and then having the transcendent experience of realizing the wisdom, connecting to higher source, seeing the wisdom flow around you, and ascending into the awareness of the intelligence, and being able to share that in your life. Okay, ascending into the change of self. Okay, a phoenixing experience, if you will. Some of you guys may be having a phoenixing experience in March. Okay, maybe I'm seeing like the fire, the ignition, the set aflame, the soaring bird happening, and I feel like the spark will help you grow closer to people. I do feel, as I say that, I do feel the discomfort of getting super close to somebody, like really close to somebody. I understand that that can make you really, really scared. And what I'm going to encourage you to do is to meditate with that, okay? And to take your fear to your practice. Take your fear to your practice, okay? Allow yourself the opportunity, especially in this phoenixing event, to transform that, okay? Be the alchemist. Transmute your fear, okay? What do you want to transmute the fear into? That's your decision. Whatever you want to transmute it into. Love, friendship, a new relationship. Every time you fear, do you want to grow more powerful? Every time you fear, do you want to fuel this transformation? Every time you doubt, do you want to get more money? Like what do you want to, how do you want to transform it? Do you want to transmute it into healing energy? It heals you. It builds you. Those are your choices, okay? And I feel like the universe wants you to know that the things that come in March, whatever it is, and it feels very positive, but you always, always have a choice. No matter what, you have a choice. And sometimes we can't see all our choices. And so we have to be willing to be open-minded sometimes. Sometimes we get locked into things having to be certain ways. And I feel like for you, you may be an earth sign. You may be an earth sign, you may be a water sign. I'm getting air too, so it could be any of those. So that's a broad spectrum, so whatever. But I feel like there's something about March that you need to have a wider view of things, because the way things manifest may be a little bit different than what you expect. Okay, tell me more. We're going to get some more tarot here. Tell me more about March. We had the 10 of Pentacles. Woo! Well, damn. Well, damn. Okay, you got victory. You got the 4 of Wands. You got the 9 of Wands. You got the 10 of Pentacles. Tell me about it. Another card just flew out. We have the 7 of Cups. Lots of options. Overwhelmed. I'm feeling I'm overwhelmed. Okay, we have the Wheel. Okay, well, I got to tell you, we have the 5 of Swords. Okay, let me get one more. And we have the Page of Wands. Okay, I feel like you are moving into a happier time in your life in general, like better vibes, okay, higher vibes. It's almost like we're going to see a time where there's going to be like 2 timelines in one timeline. Okay, I know this is weird. We're both in one timeline, and we're simultaneously cohabitating, but we're experiencing different things, okay? And I feel like you're the group that's going to be experiencing a lot of positive things. Okay. Um, and I feel like one of the issues here that you may have is with doubt. Lots of doubt. Okay. Lots of fear. It's too good to be true. I can't trust people, those kind of things. Like a lot of the things you learned, a lot of the things you've overcome, they may come back up. Those issues may pop up in your head. You may find yourself worried. I do feel like some overwhelm here, like some confusion, doubt here. And I think it's really important for you to have mechanisms to bring yourself to calm, bring yourself to peace, okay? The Ten of Pentacles and the Wheel of Fortune. You guys, we have manifestation here. Something very positive, very powerful and positive is trying to manifest for you, okay? There's victory here. There's a happy moment. And for some of you, this could be like your partner, like your person, your marriage partner even. For others, like this feels like financial, some like major financial stuff, positive moves in your business. I will tell you, I feel the Phoenix energy here, like the Phoenix rising. With the high vibe here, it feels like the Phoenix is rising from the ashes in March. And, I feel like as the Phoenix rises, the Phoenix kind of just takes off, And I feel like the interesting thing is I feel like the Phoenix is loving the self and is really not looking anymore for this. Not really looking for it anymore. It's just so into the positive energy and into the high vibe and so connected, feeling so connected and so in flow that this naturally comes. So how do you know? How do you know that this positive Ten of Pentacles, Wheel of Fortune, the Victory card, Six of Wands, the Four of Wands is flowing? Because you know it's coming, because I'm going to tell you, you're not really going to care. Because you're going to be so in flow with what you're doing, in your passion, connecting with like your spirits, your ancestors. I feel like my hands are like throbbing. So I feel like there's going to be a tremendous flow of energy to you in what you create, okay? And I feel like you're going to feel in flow. I feel like the in flow kind of energy, you're going to feel that in March. Will you get Ten of Pentacles in March? Everyone's different, okay? I do feel like there's a money flow here. If you've never done like a money altar or anything like that, you might consider it in March. You might start one, because I feel like the universe is your angels, guides, whatever you work with. I feel like they're really trying to start a money flow. And see, as I look at this card, and it was right, the Ten of Pentacles right underneath it, I see this green, and I feel this energy starting to flow. So I feel like the more you get into your passion, the more you get into your higher vibe and just into your happiness, I feel like the more this positive flow of prosperity is going to come in for you. I think it's really important you take care of yourself. I think it's really important that you pay attention to your inspirations. I feel like it's very important that you don't discount your needs and your desires. I think it's very important that when you get overwhelmed, when you're feeling tired, you rest. And when you feel inspired, you go. Okay? Learn your own mechanism for creation. Learn what that is and get comfortable with it. Okay? And you're overcoming a lot of fear here and doubt. Okay, so March is very active for you. You're doing a lot of changing. You're doing a lot of transmutation in March, and there is a lot of really beautiful things coming for you. Like, take a look. Take a look. Beautiful, beautiful energy coming for you. This is the energy that is starting to manifest. And I got to tell you, it all starts here with the third eye. It all starts with these downloads. It all starts with you experiencing this thing that is without explanation. This connection to divine source, higher self, cosmic consciousness, whatever you want to call it. Okay. I feel like that is where you really unleash the truth of your empowered self. All right. Okay, group one, that's what I received for you. I hope this is helpful for you guys for March. I appreciate you guys being here. If you haven't subscribed yet, please do. I'd love to have you as a member of my tribe. If you'd like to see more Auntie Amy's Trashy Tarot, give me a thumbs up, and I'll see you beautiful, magical baddies on the other side. Bye, guys. Hey, group two, all of you that selected Nagas, lovers, erotica, sensuality. This is going to be your reading all about what's coming towards you in March, your March predictions. So just keep in mind this is a general reading. Is that got a glare? A little bit. I'll turn it this way. Okay. Keep in mind this is a general reading, so just take what resonates and leave the rest behind. All right. So I'm going to pull, obviously, as I go today. I gotta tell you, this feels like a love reading. So if you're not in the mood for a love reading, then pick another group. Okay. There may be other messages that come through, but I've been guided to go get some love cards. So we're going to start off with some love cards. So there you go. All right. Lovers, sensuality, erotica. Tell me about my group two. Oh, okay, this one flipped over. Emotions are natural and a necessary part of life, but they can also distort your perception and cloud your vision. In order to see things clearly, you must let go of resentment. Oh, okay. All right, so some emotional clearing going on. Let's pull a empathic oracle card. I love these cards. They are one of the best oracle decks I have. I highly recommend. 10 out of 10. A subscriber got me this deck off my Amazon wish list, and man, it's such a good deck. Okay, give me some more information about this. Letting go of resentment. You know, that's a hard one, especially, you know, if you've been in a relationship for a long time, or, you know, you've been in relationships where a lot of bad shit's happened to you, and, you know, you're wanting to open up. You know, maybe you're in a current relationship where you're having an emotional block or something. Let's get another card. It can be very hard. It's easy to say, let go of resentment. Oh, okay. Well, if I could let go of it, I would. I would. All right. These two cards want to come out. I'm not taking reversals. We have seeking healing water. So you're going to be healing with Mother Nature. So two healing cards coming out. So it looks like to me you're going to be healing this energy. This may be something you've been working on for a while, healing up resentments, past baggage, things like that. Listen, this is not easy. We were just talking about that, right? It feels like you had to do some intense shadow work. So I'm going to pull from my shadow oracle deck. Tell me about this. This may be something you start for some of you in March. And others of you, this is something you complete. So I've got two energies here presenting. So, you know, either way, this is the journey of healing, you know, resentment, past baggage, things that block you from feeling true love. Even if you're in a true love relationship, you may not be feeling it. You may not be connecting with it, even though it's there, right? Okay, so let's get some more energy here. Tell me more about the situation. Tell me about this shadow work. That one and that one want to come out. Okay, we have authoritarian. There's an indication of misused authority and a difference of opinion that generates conflict and animosity. Note the using intimidation to obtain the upper hand will always backfire. And then we have rooted. Respect stability, cultivate it, and preserve your own energy so that you may continue forward. Be cautious not to let trivial things affect you by becoming more what was the word? More rooted in truth. Okay. So I feel like I feel like this is like has to do with the masculine energy. Okay, some kind of authoritarian. It may be a feminine energy, but it feels mostly masculine here. Healing from the past, um, people overstepping their bounds, people abusing the. How do I want to word this? Abusing the power or the access they have to you by betrayals, by using you. And it feels like different things for different people. So take what's yours, okay? And I feel like, you know, this feels like this may be like family with the roots here. I'm reminded of that song by In This Moment. Someone else, someone on in a comment mentioned that song too, and it just comes to mind in this reading, Roots by In This Moment. And this shadow work feels very deep. It feels like it's close to home and close to the bone. Okay, having to do with kind of like releasing these tendrils of control of your emotions. Some of you, there was a lot of like segmenting of your emotions, having to stay in control of your emotions not being acceptable. Like it's okay for you to be happy, but it's not okay for you to cry. Or it's okay for you to be angry, but it's not okay for you to be happy. Or we only accept you when you're happy, but don't you dare be angry. Like that kind of thing. Also, you have to be strong all the time. So show your strength, but don't ever show anything else. Like masks of different emotions is what I'm seeing. In connection to an authority figure. It feels like a masculine authority figure. Now, for some of you, it was a childhood, it was a relationship. And this energy overstepped their bounds, man. Overstep their fucking bounds, bitch. It makes me angry. I'm getting angry about this. Tell me more about this situation. I feel like this is healing. This is something we're working through. Understanding what really happened here and how you were manipulated, how you were lied to. And I feel like some of you guys have been really hard on yourself. We have the Six of Swords. You know, this is something you have moved on from. A lot of you're out of the situation, but we have the Magician and the Moon and the Sun. Oh, wow. So I feel like, you know, moving on from this has been, you know, it's been difficult, but it's brought a lot of positivity into your life. And also the shadow work is going to bring a lot of positivity into your life. It's going to help you manifest all kinds of opportunities. Tell me about this moon here. What's hidden? Oh, okay. Okay, I see now. What's hidden from you during the shadow work, what's been hidden from you is this positive manifestation of love. Okay, the Seven of Wands. I feel like the fight here has been so intense as you have been trying to move forward. I feel like there's been a lot of fighting. And I don't mean necessarily, it could be in this relationship, it could be in relationships along the way as you've been on this journey. Just take what resonates. But it feels like a lot of this is fighting yourself, fighting your emotions, keeping yourself kind of small and kind of down, not giving yourself space to speak how you feel. And Spirit's coming forward and saying, like, that's what's kept you in a lot of unhappy relationships where there's a lot of resentment, where there's a lot of anger that builds up because you haven't been able to speak your truth. And the people with you a lot of times abuse that. They subconsciously feel you as someone who can't speak up for themselves. And so they take advantage of that. They lean in on this authoritarian energy that you subconsciously have picked up on, and it's probably allowed you to be taken advantage of. Um, but now I feel like, this moon hides this positive manifestation of love. Some of you guys are in a relationship with someone who has, been by your side and supported you. Okay. And we have the Knight of Pentacles, somebody who's been very stable, somebody who has been there for you, somebody who is real. If you're not in a relationship with somebody like that, this person is coming. Okay. And they are the product of this work you're doing, this deep work. Okay, either you're beginning, you're doing, or you're on. Okay, this is someone who's stable. They may actually be an earth sign. That's Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn. Not as much Capricorn, but could be a Capricorn here. I'm also getting Leo here, possible Gemini, possible Cancer with all these positive cards. And I feel like the Knight of Pentacles is stable and slow. Slow is good, okay? I feel like this person will be gentle with you. You may, if this is a relationship you're in, you may feel like at times you're not sure how they feel about you. You may be confused because this relationship feels like it's not toxic. So they're not going to rush you into things. They're going to take their time and make sure how things are. Okay, it's a healing relationship. And I'm going to tell you, I feel like underneath the surface, this person may not realize it, but you're like this lifetime together, they're actually here to help you heal, to help you believe in people again, not just love, but people, that people can be good. Because some of you have had such a bad time with this authoritarian shit over here that you just like I'm not going to like touch the trauma here. We're not going to do that. But for some of you, it's been bad. Okay. And so you need someone. And it could be true love. It could be twin flamey, which I don't like labels. It could be a very best friend in the whole wide world. It just depends. Okay. It does feel romantic for most of you. Some of you guys are with this person and you either have blinders on or you're scared to admit this person is the thing, the true person, the thing. I'm sorry. You're twin flame. I don't like labels, y'all. So, but it's because of your own issues with emotion and the depth of feeling you have for this person, because deep down you're afraid that they may be like everybody else, that you can't trust your feelings because a lot of you were taught or found out or thought that you can't trust your emotions. So you're dealing with a little bit of that as well. And it feels like in March, there is activity around this. There is awareness, there's positivity, there's movement here. Okay. I feel healing. Some of you guys are going to begin this shadow work. It's not quick moving shadow work. This isn't. It takes time. So if you begin it, this is the journey you're on. Okay. And it will be slow moving. I will tell you with the moon here, I feel that in the Magician, I feel like there's a lot of activity, and I got this for group 1. There's a lot of activity around psychic ability, intuition, empathy. Also, magical ability with the Magician, manifestation, spell crafting, and things like that. And, love, creativity, magic, psychic ability, they all are fruits of the goddess. Okay, they're all fruits of the divine feminine. And I feel like there's some blessing, something coming through that as well. So tell me about this blessing. I mean, you got the Sun. It's the most positive card there in the Knight of Pentacles. So if we're going to read this as a blessing here, the Sun has a little child. Most of the time they say that's actually a little boy, but we're going to read it as a child. And the Knight of Pentacles, which is slow moving. So something's being created. Could be a child, could be a business, could be a new life, okay? A new relationship. We have justice. This is your justice. This is something you've asked for. Something you've prayed about, more than likely, okay? Tell me more about this justice. We have the Eight of Swords. I feel like this is something you either couldn't see yourself accomplishing or getting, okay? This is like an impossible situation, or just something you couldn't see your way to. And it is manifesting. It's just slow. It's a slow manifestation. You know why it's slow? Because it's steady. It's reliable, okay? The guides are knocking on the table. It's reliable. That means listen to me. When they knock on the table, that means this is important. Listen. It's reliable. It's going to last. Whatever it is, be it financial, Pentacles can be financial. It's your justice. It's reliable. You're going to be able to rely on this. This is something that's going to last, okay? It's not a flash in the pan kind of thing. Don't get discouraged, okay? Don't get discouraged by this. All right, let's pull some more love cards. I'm being guided. Tell me more about this love. It's either coming in or this is your relationship. I feel like for some of you, there's just going to be more activity around your love life. We have, dirty talk, phone sex, tell me. Okay, so for some of you, your sensual life is going to pick up in March, okay? Headache, not feeling it, running, avoiding. Okay, some of you guys may have been avoiding this. Maybe you guys haven't had a lot of this. Maybe you guys haven't been very active. I feel like that will pick up for you in March. What do you know? Let's get a couple more messages. Some of you guys are going to get lucky in March. I do feel like you guys will be talking more. You may be texting more. For some of you, your person may be coming through the internet or your phone. We have sexy feminine. I feel like the feminine is really going to be looking hot in March. They're going to be like giving off those wonderful, like lovely energies of come hither. Y'all going to be on fire in March, y'all. It's beautiful, exhausted, no energy, feeling defeated. I feel like, if you've been in a relationship, I feel like this is the energy you may have had in your relationship. I feel like this has been rough. You guys have been through a lot, and you probably haven't been feeling too sexy here lately, but I feel like you're about to get your groove back, okay? But you need to rest. You need to take care of yourself, honey, okay? You need to rest. You need to do some self-care. You need to get your groove back, okay? Because life is short, and I know you've been through some shit, but your justice is coming, okay? So just relax. It's all right. It takes as long as it takes. Meantime, be your sweet, sexy self, right? Enjoy yourself. Enjoy yourself. Enjoy yourself. I think you might be feeling tired in March, but I feel like you're going to be up for it. Recharge your energy. Recharge your energy. Some of y'all are going to be staying up late on the phone. Maybe you're long distance with your person. You may be doing some stuff. Some stuff on the internet. Some of you guys may be tired from that. Gossip about relationship, dirty laundry. Okay, dirty talk, dirty laundry. Okay, some people are going to be talking about like how hot you are. Like they're talking about you. Okay, especially if you haven't met this person, they're observing you and talking about you. Even if they know who you are, they're talking about like how hot you are. Some of you, this is like friends of your person who like see pictures of you or they meet you and they're like, oh my God, how did you land that person? Good for you. Good for you. Enjoy it. Enjoy it. Let's get some romance angels here. Tell me more about this relationship. I feel like March, probably later in the March, you're going to be feeling better. Sorry, I had to cough. You're going to be feeling better. You're going to be feeling more positive. We have retreat. Ooh, somebody wants to run away with you. Somebody wants to take a moment, maybe a staycation at home. For those of you where we have distance here with the phone sexy time, I feel like you may be talking about meeting up somewhere or something. I do see some people doing FaceTime quite a lot. We have give your relationship a chance. Um, and I feel like for some of you, maybe you haven't really gone all in on a relationship. Maybe you've been withholding because of all of this baggage. And I feel like in March, there is an opening here. There is a move towards closeness. Okay. Um, and I feel the fear. I do. I feel the fear. I feel the fear that you do this, you become more vulnerable, and it doesn't work. Here's the thing. You shouldn't base being more vulnerable on if they'll stay. It really isn't about that. It's about you. It's about you recognizing your own emotional maturity and understanding that making yourself vulnerable doesn't guarantee someone's response. Okay, it's about you being more comfortable with yourself and understanding there is power in vulnerability. Okay, so allowing yourself to be more vulnerable and say things that are difficult, it actually helps you become more connected to how powerful you are. Okay, and I think you'll be really surprised at the response when you're more vulnerable. You'll get to see how people react and who they truly are. But always give them time to react, because many times those of us who have issues opening up like this, we expect immediate response. You have to understand that the person who is not like doesn't have a lot of trauma, has been in like quote unquote normal relationships, for lack of another word, they don't understand how difficult it was for you to do that. Okay, unless you've told them. All right, even then they won't understand. So their response may not be what you expect. They may not respond at all. And it may leave you feeling like, well, what the fuck? I did all that work to tell them that, and they didn't even respond to me. What does that even mean? They don't care about me. No, they don't realize you're waiting for some kind of response, or they don't know how to respond because they know you're fragile. So don't assume. Ask. Ask a question, which I understand. Well, that makes me more vulnerable. I understand that. But you also will not be assuming. You'll be informing yourself. Understand that with vulnerability comes power, because you get your questions answered instead of living out in fairy tale world where you're assuming things. You're actually becoming informed. So it's powerful to ask questions that make you more vulnerable. All right. So I feel like group 2, for some of you in March, is going to be very important for you guys to start asking difficult questions, to start opening up and understanding you're coming from a place of empowerment, and to not weigh your vulnerability on an expected response. Remove that and allow yourself just to be vulnerable and self-empowered by that vulnerability. And that way, no matter a response or not, an incorrect response or whatever, you still stand in your power because you did what you felt guided to do. And I got to tell you, that's a powerful moment, because you are removing the power from the authority. No longer does the authority hold you in the clutches of the fear and the doubt. You've stood in your power and you've been vulnerable. And it may not have gone your way, but that's okay, because now you have information about the relationship. You have information about the job. You have information about whatever. And now you can make educated decisions about things. You're no longer naive. You're no longer in the place where an authority can take advantage of you. And that's how vulnerability helps to empower you. All right, group 2? All right, group 2, that's what I received for you. I hope this was helpful. If it was, please let me know down in the comments below. I would love to hear from you guys. If you haven't subscribed yet, please do. I'd love to have you as a member of my tribe. And if you'd like to see more Auntie Amy's Trashy Tarot, give me a thumbs up. And I'll see you beautiful, magical baddies on the other side. Bye, guys. Hey, group 3, all of you that selected 12 Mantis Beings, Enigma, Elusive, Sensitive. This is going to be your reading all about your March predictions and what's coming towards you in March. So I'm going to read a little bit from the book. I was guided to do that for you guys. I didn't do that for the first 2 groups, but the Mantis Beings, they look real scary. And notice they have an orb here. Okay. These beings supposedly use orb technology. I will tell you that I have had, be sure to take what resonates and leave the rest behind before I say this, okay? So, I have had visions of mantis type beings. I have like communicated somewhat with them. They're highly, highly intelligent. They're just so smart. And the communication was symbolic more than anything. But let me kind of read to you a bit of what the book says here. I think I'm going to start with this right here. Ancient Egyptians, Aboriginal, and African mythologies make reference to these beings. Reports say the Mantis Beings culture reveres the matriarchal social structure, okay? And they honor subtle, feminine, receptive frequencies to maintain a heightened, tuned-in awareness. They are masters of sound and color vibrations, both in healing, presence, and in maintaining an altered state of higher consciousness. These essential practices are also carried through the Mantis Beings culture ceremonies to maintain a high evolved civilization. They are telepathic and, like the blue avians, have a highly sophisticated sentient sphere orb force field technology for interdimensional time travel. Some say they are silent overlords that monitor and observe the cosmic species' spiritual progress. Okay, so what they say in the book doesn't really match what they look like, right? You might be scared of them. They're very, very smart. They're extremely intelligent. And they're going by the book here. They are very into divine feminine energy. And they seem to be at a higher frequency, and they stay in kind of an altered state. They've been able to kind of maintain an altered state at all times to stay in that divine feminine energy. So let's see what other cards come out for you. I'm going to pull from this deck. No, they want me to pull a couple more from the Mystic Martian Oracle, so we're going to do that. Okay, give me a couple more cards here for my group 3. Tell me about this very mystic, divine feminine energy. We have Enigma, Elusive, Sensitive. Okay, we have a couple cards here. We have Air, Element, Philosophy, Discrimination, Empathy. Okay, so you may be an air sign, which is Libra, Aquarius, Gemini. We have crop circles, messages, curiosity, signs. Interesting. It feels like with the Mantis Beings and the Enigma, Elusive, Sensitive, I have sensitive and empathy. And I have messages. I feel like, and I felt this for group 1, I feel like your intuition, your psychic ability, your creative ability, your inspiration is going to increase in March. And there's something here about orbs. Orbs of light, orbs of inspiration. So we're going to get one more card, it seems, from this group, from this deck here. Tell me more about this air element. I feel like you guys are probably empaths. And if you haven't gotten a hold of your empathy, it's time that you do. Okay. We have the tall whites: uncertainty, distrust, guarded. Okay. You may be a very guarded person. And it's probably because you're so empathic that you kind of feel like you've had to be. And I'm getting this energy from the guides that are around. That it's time for you to kind of level up. It's time for you to kind of like strengthen, exercise the empathic muscle, and sharpen the tool of discernment so that you can start to really increase your abilities. You guys need to start trusting your intuitive messages more. Earth star activation, anchoring, grounding, action, Isis energy. Okay, so we have a divine feminine energy that's popping up here. Tell me more about this. Earth star energy. Anchoring. We're anchoring. I feel like you're anchoring your gifts. You're anchoring your gifts into the 3D. They're coming through. You're anchoring. Some of you guys are more advanced, I just want to say, and you're anchoring new gifts or expanded gifts into 3D in March. Okay. And there's going to be signs and messages for you. Okay, they're going to start popping through, and it's important that you pay attention because I feel like for you guys, it's part of your map. Okay, we have Annunaki light codes, energetic shift, new information, end of a cycle. Group 4 is Annunaki, so you might be drawn to that. I want these cards a little closer to me. There is an energetic shift in March for my group 3. And I feel like you're shifting into more divine feminine consciousness. It's a elevation of divine feminine consciousness. And you may be someone who is aligned with Isis energy. And we have Hathor light codes, light immersion, full system upgrade, power recall. Okay. If you've called back your power, you're going to feel it in March. Okay. If you haven't called back your power, call back your power in March because you're going to feel it. Okay. It's an energetic upgrade. Okay. And there's new information coming through for you guys. There's a new awarenesses coming through, and it feels very connected to group 1. And sometimes my readings work like that. The connections work like that. So let's pull some tarot on this. I want to know about this new information. Tell me about the new information coming through for my group 3. Tell me about this new information. Tell me about this new information. Okay, we're going to take those. That's just a bunch that plopped out, but we're going to take them. We have the Chariot. We have the Wheel of Fortune. We have the Hierophant. We have the Queen of Swords. We have the Two of Pentacles. We have the Seven of Swords. And we have the Three of Cups, which has a typo. So, how's that? Okay, so we have all these tarot. Some really amazing cards came out for you for March. These new awarenesses. Okay, so what I'm feeling with the Seven of Swords, and the balancing of the Seven of Swords is what I'm hearing, and the Queen of Swords is the awareness that not everyone's rooting for you. Okay, not everybody has your best intentions. Okay, and even though there's this high vibe energy for March for you guys, it's also for group 1. It's important that you understand that not everybody is in the same vibration as you. Okay. And I feel like a lot of people who are getting into this higher level of divine feminine energy understand the power of the dark goddess. And they understand that there's a lot of energies right now that are trying to suppress the divine feminine energy. And that's what we got going on here. Okay. And the truth is that the Queen of Swords feels like the energy that says, no, that's not going to happen. The Queen of Swords in different decks is known to take heads. She speaks truth, and sometimes she speaks very directly. Sometimes she speaks very harshly. And I feel like in March, there is going to be words said. They may be harsh, they may be really direct, but I feel they're necessary. So you may find yourself saying words that are direct. They may come across insensitive, but they'll be in situations where you have like oppressive energy, you have lying energy, or energy you feel uncomfortable with. This may be that you in the past haven't been able to speak your truth, you haven't been able to speak up, and I feel like because of this elevation of divine feminine energy, it doesn't matter where you are on the chart with the, you know what I'm saying? We're not keeping track of who's where, but this elevation of divine feminine energy in balance with your divine masculine, I feel like you're going to be able to speak up more and say no. That's not okay. No, I don't agree with that. No, I'm not going to fucking do that. No, you can't fucking walk on me. It is defining boundaries. And you may hurt some feelings, but that's okay because it brings the Queen of Swords into balance. Okay? It brings her life into balance. And this is just feminine energy here. It's not gender. Okay? So as we move into balance, we have the Chariot and we have the Wheel of Fortune. So the wheel turns. And it feels very positive. It feels like self-confidence. I'm reading these intuitively at this point. We have balance here. We have yin and yang. We have the light and the dark working together. The Chariot can be about victory because the conquering heroine, heroic person comes in to town in the Chariot in the past. And of course that turns the wheel. Everyone's like, yes, our hero is home. It's so wonderful. We're so badass. And that's the energy here. Like coming home after a long war, like speaking my mind, doing what I want to fucking do. Understanding, it's almost like you come to an understanding that this is your life to live. This is your life, no matter where you are in your life, as long as you're above, of a legal age, etc. This is your life to live. Not your parents, not your grandparents, not your partners. I know that's controversial, but it's yours. And these are your decisions to make. And anyone who presses down on you is up for question. That's what it feels like. It feels like the dark feminine rising for group 3. It feels like she's saying, you know what? Any bitch who dare steps to you has got to come to me. Because it's time for you to get free. It's time for you to be liberated. It's time for you to say the shit that you need to say. Get yourself into balance. Get rid of these bitches right here. And move forward. Move your life forward. Okay. And I feel this energy of like letting go and saying, whatever will be, will motherfucking be. And as you do that, you get into this leadership energy. You get into this commander energy, commanding the Chariot. You control the fucking Chariot. You tell the Chariot where to go. And the wheel turns. As it will. And I feel this energy of like, I just trust. I fucking trust the universe. I trust the dark goddess. I trust myself. Whatever it is, I'm just going to trust because I feel good about myself. And I know no matter where I end up, there I am. And I'm going to deal with that shit. And I feel like with the 3 of Cups, this fucking typo, with the 3 of Cups here, I feel like there's a lot of connection. There's a lot of joy in March available to you. I feel like this movement towards more leadership is going to bring in more people, more connections to you. This leadership could be literally like you taking control of your life. It could be literally like you speaking your truth. If you have an online presence, you may be speaking more truth. You may be showing more truth of self. It's bringing you into balance and it's showing your leadership ability. This could be at work. You could be showing more of your talent and it's bringing you into balance and it's showing your leadership. And people are like, yes, 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 bitch. Let's hire them. Let's give them a promotion. Let's do this thing, okay? This also could be you finding that someone in a friend group, online, whatever. But I feel like it's the strength of your speech, it's the strength of your action, whatever the involvement of the throat chakra. The throat chakra is how we interact in the world. So it's the strength of your action that brings in this powerful movement of the chariot, that you consciously are aware that you are directing. It's almost like you at this higher frequency, divine feminine vibe, connecting with the dark feminine, you're like, I direct the chariot, and in some way, I, I, I have power. Yeah, this karmic thing, I have power of direction. I make a choice. And it's like the awareness that anywhere I go, it's going to be good. Anywhere I go, it's better than where I am now, bitch. That's right. It is. You're going to be so good. It's going to be so good. I just feel like in March, my group 3 is getting like a leveling up of energy and an activation that's going to change how you see yourself and the world and how you interact with it, and no longer taking shit from people. And I got to tell you, it's going to probably piss some people off. So I need you to get like okay with that. I need you to say, you know what? I'm allowed to do what's in my best interest, even if it pisses people off. Say it with me again. Okay? Listen, I had to go through this. I am a Libra sun sign. We are notorious. And listen, I can say this because I'm a Libra. Okay? I have a lot of Libra in my chart. We are notoriously overgivers. Okay? We say yes, yes, yes all the time. So say it with me. I will do what's in my best interest, even if it pisses people off. Even if the people I love start acting shitty to me, I'm still going to do what's in my best interest. Make that a mantra that you say every day to yourself. And then apply it. Apply it to your life. Yeah, people are going to be pissed off, okay? It's just, no matter the reaction, you have to do what's right for you. And many of you guys have things that need to be said, okay? Because for many of you, there are people who know you but still think you're a mystery because you don't speak. Okay, we have forgive. I'm sorry. It's fine. I shit in your shoe. Yes, I know. Fuck them, but this is for you. Okay. And here we have one more card. Manifest the shit. Think real hard until a miracle pops out your butt. I love the mood oracle. It's so funny. Okay, so I feel like as you make different choices, as you tell people what you need to tell them, I think people are going to be apologetic about things. They may say they're sorry, but you may not feel it. I just want to say something here, and it's controversial probably, but you know, just because someone says they're sorry doesn't mean it's okay. And it doesn't mean that you're ready for the sorry, and it doesn't mean the sorry is sincere. Okay? Apologies are complex. All right? And we've all been told when someone says you're sorry, you're supposed to accept the apology. That is polite, but it's not real. And we have to start being real as human beings with one another. When those forced apologies happen, the forced acceptance has happened. Instead, let's wait for people to be really sorry, mean the sorry, and wait for a person to be able to accept the sorry. Okay? And here's the truth. What if that doesn't come? There are some situations, I will say, that a sorry and an explanation do not justify, they don't make it okay. And I think we all can think of those. And that's just real, okay? So don't let anyone force a forgive me on you, force an apology, all right? If you're not ready to forgive, that's okay. You do what you need to do. Don't worry about being polite. Don't worry about being the polite, quiet, feminine energy. It's okay for you to say, you know what? I don't believe you. I don't believe that you're sorry. Okay. I'm not ready to accept your apology. And if you think I'm a bitch, so be it. You know, this is where I'm at. I'm being real. I'm being real with you. Why don't you try being fucking real with me? It's easy for someone who's fucked someone over to say they're sorry, right? And then it puts the burden on the person who was fucked over to accept it. It's another burden, okay? The truth is, it shouldn't be that way. The person who was fucked over is the one that should be able to take their time. You know, society's real weird that way, isn't it? Now we have manifest that shiz. Think real hard until a miracle pops out your butt. I feel like you're working on a miracle. I'm not saying it's going to pop out your butt in in March, but it does feel like there is an elevation of self. There's an elevation of confidence here. And I feel like you're being guided away from this kind of like thievery, betrayal, just energetic vampirism that kind of like steals your confidence, it steals your voice, and it makes it where it's very hard to succeed when you have this kind of shit around you. And as you leave that, I feel there's just so many positive things coming from this. You're standing out amongst a crowd. That's what I feel here. Like standing out amongst a crowd and being seen and your wheel turning. And I believe that's coming for you. In what fashion? It could be love, it could be your business. It could be a lot of different things. Let me get a couple cards here. Tell me more about my group 3. Tell me more about my group 3. Oh, that's a lot. We'll take these 2. We have get your sweet ass outside. Live in the sunshine, swim in the sea, drink the wild air. Ooh. So get outside in March. Connect with nature. Like, I think we talked about that. The more you connect with nature, I think the more the maybe not, maybe that was group 1. Some of you guys need to go look at group 1. Okay, there's something there for you. Connect with nature. The more you connect, I said this was group 1, I think. The more you connect with nature, the more those energetic downloads are going to come in. And the more awarenesses are going to come forward for you. We have blessed as fuck. What's one thing you're grateful for? Gratitude is going to help you with this manifestation, okay? Now, I wouldn't be me if I didn't say, let's find out about the manifestation. I want to know what the manifestation is. So tell me about this manifestation. We want to know. We want to know the wheels turning. We have leadership. We have beautiful cards here. Tell me about this manifestation. I feel the bottom one. Okay, we have the 4 of Swords. Okay, all right. This comes in, it feels like after a time of rest. Maybe you're resting now. Boy, that popped out. We have the 9 of Wands. We have the Empress. Boom. So I feel like after a time of rest or not much activity, you emerge as this victorious warrior. Okay, been through hell. You've been through some shit. And you're entering an era where you're going to be ruling your kingdom as the Empress. Okay, divine feminine energy, in control, in charge, doing your shit, ruling your kingdom. Okay, if this ain't victory, honey, I don't know what it is. Okay, beautiful energy. Like if you're looking for a job, yes. If you're looking for a relationship, yes. The Empress here, healing, divine healing. There's creation here, a lot of Venus energy. There might be something in group 2. There's a lot of love energy in that as well. And I feel this divine feminine energy that's been through so much. I feel like there's just a time where you're going to be able to relax. There's going to be a time where things are going to be easier. I feel like you've given so much. It's time for you to give back to yourself. And I'm getting really clearly that that needs to start in March. It's time for you to give back to yourself. Okay. We have the 10 of Swords and we have the 10 of Cups. Okay. So it's time for you to stop caring more about other people. As I was saying when I pulled these cards, it's time for you to stop that shit. It's time for you to stop giving energy to the people in your life who are emotional vampires, who are stealing from you, who are taking your joy, who are oppressing you, who are stealing your voice, who are keeping you small. Okay, group 3. It's time for you to release the thoughts that keep you small. It's time for my group 3 to walk into their Empress era. Okay, they are a leader and they're born to shine. Okay, you're born to stand out among the crowd. And we have the 10 of Cups here. This is happiness. This is fulfillment. Okay, this is joy. This is having happy family times. Okay, this is also having more than enough. You are the Empress. The Empress has way more than enough. People have to make appointments to see an Empress. She's busy. She's got shit to do. Okay, and I feel like in March, you're going to start commanding your life in a different way. You're going to see yourself as someone who is guiding the chariot. You are the Empress. You are guiding your kingdom. You are building your kingdom, and you don't have time for petty shit anymore. Some people aren't going to like this. Okay, they're really not going to like this. I do think a lot of this shift comes with gratitude, understanding how far you've come and the blessings you already have in your life. Because I guarantee you, now, this may be, controversial again, no matter where you are in life, that you do have some blessings. There are people who don't. I'm not going to say there aren't people who don't, but, as someone, I say this as someone who was in bed for 6 years, okay? And I was very, very sick. And I just went through a time where I was really in a lot of pain. So, there was blessings around me. I was just blind to them because I was so lost in an illness, and I had to kind of go through an awakening to see them. And as soon as I started to see them, I was able to shift my life. I was able to get out of bed. I was able to get more motivation. I went through a time where I was like, every day I would say, look around and see what I was grateful for. And it was little things like when I drank coffee, I was grateful that I had a cup of coffee. When I started smoking the green for my health, I was grateful I had that. I was grateful I had access to that, because it did shift my life. It shifted my health. So be open to gratitude. I feel like for some of you, maybe start a gratitude journal might be helpful. And if you're in a hard situation, I understand it can be difficult, but I guarantee you, just the little things, having toast, being able to have toast. A lot of people don't have access to bread. Seeing the small blessings often lead to the grand blessings that a 10 of Cups situation can be. All right. Okay, group 3, that's what I received for you. I hope this was helpful for March. If it was, please let me know down in the comments below. I would love to hear from you guys. If you haven't subscribed yet, please do. I'd love to have you as a member of my tribe. And if you'd like to see more Auntie Amy's Trashy Tarot, give me a thumbs up. And I'll see you beautiful, magical baddies on the other side. Bye, guys. Hey, group 4, all of you that selected Annunaki, controlling drama, conflict of interest. This is going to be your reading for March. Predictions, what's coming towards you in March. So keep in mind, this is a general reading, so just take what resonates and leave the rest behind. So controversy, drama, gossip, controlling energy. So there's a lot of sticky stuff with this card. I've been directed to pull out some different cards for you guys. So I start off with one set of cards that's already out, and Spirit goes, oh no, that's not going to work. So let's get a few cards from the Mystery House and find out what this is all about. Tell me about this Annunaki energy for my group 4. Tell me what's going on in March for my group 4. What is this energy? What the fuck is going on for my group 4? All right. What is going on? Okay, we have designated driver, responsible, dependable, eyeballs, watching, stalking. Okay. All right. Tell me more about this energy. Watching, stalking. Give me a couple more cards. We have superhero, childhood memories. Okay. Tell me more. I'm going to get this bottom card. We have clues, signs, numbers, evidence. Okay, I'm going to pull from What's Brewing, the What's Brewing deck. Tell me more about this situation. Tell me more about the situation. I'm going to shuffle this one more time. If I can get them together. Okay. Okay, give me 4 more cards about this situation. Stalking. You have somebody watching you in March. Somebody is watching you. We have movie date, spoiled, player into games, spoiled, getting spoiled, treating, catering, and movie date. Okay. I'm going to get some more cards. Because I feel more than one energy here. I feel a couple things. Give me some more cards here. This one, love story, once upon a time. And we have this one. This one, okay? All right. Okay, give me a couple more. I got so much shit on the table right now. We have writing it out. Okay. This one and this one. Okay. We have keeping you a secret and private relationship. Oh, shit. Okay. Let's get some tarot. Okay, I'm being guided to this other tarot deck. All right. Tell me about the situation. You have somebody watching you. All right. There's something about keeping you a secret. Okay. I have an energy here that's a player into games. Okay. And they're doing this. Okay. This is one energy. That won't be for all of you. Okay. So there's a few energies here that's watching you. Okay. That could be an ex. It could be a new person. Then I have this other energy that's keeping you a secret. Why are they keeping you a secret? Because they have some other shit going on, perhaps. Okay. But there is this feeling here. Like they feel great affection for you. We have the 6 of Wands. I'm not taking reversals. The deck is upside down. They feel like there could be something more with you. I didn't know this was going to be the Fool. Okay. It feels like there's somebody else too. It feels like there's a controlling mechanism watching you, like a paternal person. Not maternal, a paternal person, like a father or an uncle or somebody watching, and it feels like online. And they think that you're doing drugs. Okay. They think that you're off the chain doing something you shouldn't be doing, okay? But there's also this energy that's interested in you, like romantically, and they're watching you. And I feel this is your energy, responsible, dependable. Like you're really trying to like be in your business. Okay. You're being in your business. Some of you guys, this person watching you, no matter how you resonate here, this person may have known you from when you were young, or you may have a past with this person. They may not be exactly new to you. There may be some kind of connection there, or there's a strong past life here. But there's this new journey, okay, in March. And I feel like this new journey separated from this person watching you. There's going to be clues along the journey. Okay, there's going to be evidence. There's going to be signs from your guides. Okay, I feel like the universe wants to spoil you more than these people. Okay, the universe is wanting to take excellent care of you because of everything you've been through. Okay, we have the Queen of Wands. Really coming into a time where you're going to be shining. I feel like a lot of you have been going up against this oppressive, judgmental energy that's been very hurtful. and you've been doing your thing. I feel like you've been putting your nose to the grindstone, be it at work, in your personal journey, be it in relationships, okay? And this love story here, I feel like is you. It's you falling in love with yourself. It's you getting into your own energy. And it's attracting this like watching you, watching you, stalking you energy, okay? And some of you guys know you're being watched, and I'm feeling like the energy of like watching like expand. So I feel like for a lot of you in group 4, there's going to be more people watching you, either at work or at school, or you're online or somehow. Okay. So I feel like the universe is really like, it's almost like falling in love with you. Okay. Um, and they're wanting to bring in victory for you. This is like the second group that's had the victory card. Okay. There's a lot of victory coming in for this Queen of Wands. Queen of Wands is, you know, a charismatic card, a card of beauty, a card of confidence. But this is confidence that has come at a cost. Okay. At a huge cost. You have earned this confidence. You didn't have this always. This is something you accomplished through deep work, okay? And I feel like you just kind of put your nose to the grindstone and did your thing. And what's happening is like people are watching you. People from your past are watching you. New people are watching you. Players are watching you. Players that are doing substances are watching you. And I'm getting now important people are watching you. Okay. People who have relationships that are keeping you a secret are watching you. Okay. We have the World and the King of Pentacles. Okay. The King of Pentacles is a great king. It's a successful king. Okay. And I feel like this king wants to offer you the world. They want to offer you an opportunity. They want to offer you a relationship. They want to offer you a job. They want to offer you money. They want to offer you things. Okay, so the world, it's a new chapter. It's a new beginning. Okay, King of Pentacles with the world feels like a major shift. Okay. And understand that these major shifts happen within us before they materialize. Okay. A shifting of your consciousness. Shifting into a consciousness of victory. Okay. Understanding that the universe is for you and starting to see signs of the universe being your biggest cheerleader. Okay. I keep getting pulled to this private relationship, keeping you a secret. And I don't necessarily feel shame here about this. I feel like you're precious. You're a precious thing. Like you're growing more precious to somebody. Somebody is, it feels like love. Somebody is finding you more and more precious every day. They're realizing what you mean to them. I'm going to pull a love oracle on this. They're realizing what you mean to them. Now I'm pulling on the love story. So I feel like someone is learning your true worth in March. And what I hear from some of you, it's too late. Look deep within your heart and you will feel my love. My love for you is as deep as the ocean. Someone is figuring out in March that they're truly in love with you, that you're the one. And they feel it. They feel it deep within themselves, okay? The problem is that for some of you, you're going to be like, I don't know. I don't know. Some of you will be like, yes, yes, yes. But for some of you, you're going to, you're going to question for reasons. For complex reasons. I feel like some of you guys have complicated reasons why you might question. Understand that the King of Pentacles is slow but steady. Okay, so it may be that you question this because this has happened slowly. This person took their time. So you question if they're passionate about you. You question the passion here. So let's do a little check on the levels of passion. Tell me about the passion this king has for this person here, group 4. Tell me about the passion. Tell me about the passion. We have the victory card, so tell me about the passion. This one, dominant, takeover, and control. Yeah. Okay. We have childlike laughing and playing. Um, I feel like they are really strongly attracted to you. Like they want to like take control, like be aggressive. But I feel like they also are sensitive. I had a card just fucking disappear on me. Okay, I'm just gonna shuffle and do another. Okay, tell me. And I feel like also they're very playful. They encourage you to be playful. There may be a lot of laughter. This person may not have shown up yet. Okay, for some of you. Okay, and for some of you, this is your person falling deeply in love with you. Okay, there's this I want to spoil you energy. We have buffet, a little bit of everything. They love everything about you. They're turned on by you, like your personality, everything about you. They want you desperately. Okay, but they're realizing how precious you are, like how important you are. I'm going to pull a romance oracle here. Tell me about this preciousness. Tell me about this preciousness that I'm feeling in my group 4. Tell me about the preciousness. Tell me about it. They feel the victory here with the Queen of Wands. Tell me about the precious. Oh, we got sloppy here. Okay. All right, let me see. Okay. We have engagement. Ah, damn. We have finances and career, and we have past life relationship. So I feel like for some of you, like in March, you have someone who's like, they're thinking about like engagement, or they're thinking about making something more official. They may be thinking about moving in together. There may be some financial issues though. Okay. This is definitely a past life relationship. Like there's past life connection here. Okay. And you guys have people watching you who are thinking about like they want to take you out on a date. For those of you who don't have anybody, they're thinking about taking you out on a date. You may have a few people who are interested in you, but some of them, you got this here. So beware. Some of you got this going on. Okay. So, you know, be aware of that. And there will be signs that they're this, okay, that they're that person. All right. And I feel like if you lean more into like the victory energy and your Queen of Wands energy, I feel like it's going to intimidate this player energy. Because a player don't stand a chance against a Queen of Wands who is fully engaged in their self-empowered self. They don't stand a chance with the Queen of Wands who's fully got it going on and knows they have it going on. So lean into your competence, lean into your sense of self, lean into your gifts and abilities, you know. But there's definitely a new journey in March, and I feel like you're moving away from this very oppressive, controlling, dramatic energy. Now, I felt earlier this energy with the universe, with your guides, your ancestors wanting to spoil you. And I think it's because you've been through so much shit. And I felt like a lot of this being through so much shit with different groups today. Like it's as if the universe is starting to, guides, whatever you work with, is starting to say, we realize the human collective has been going through a lot of shit. And it's time for us to kind of like turn the dial, turn the wheel, you know, start a new leg of the journey. We need to refresh the energy so we can keep the energy moving forward, because it has been dense as fuck, hasn't it? It's been, the energy has been dense, and it's been kind of off the chain, and it's got people, it's got a lot of people like down, you know, and wondering like, what the fuck am I doing? Because it looks like to me the world's falling apart. So listen, a lot of the things that are going on in the world, the crazy things, the awful things, it's, believe it or not, it's, we need to know these things. We need to know that this is going on the planet. We need to know. We need to recognize and see the horror so that we can make changes and so it doesn't happen again. And the problem is that we've seen this before. and it's happened again. So this time, we really need to see it and make changes. And those changes start individually, and that's what's happening, okay? And that's why it's so dense. So let's pull another card. So tell me more about March for my group 4. You have a lot of really beautiful energy. Like these cards are so beautiful that came out for you. Lots of changes, lots of attention on you. What I'm feeling, lots of attention. And I feel like there's a pool of opportunity coming towards you in March. And victory, there's this feeling of victory, feeling of like a victorious door opening, a victorious road opening, okay? We have love, admire someone today. Admire someone today. Yeah, I think people are going to be admiring you. And this isn't just like admiring your outer shell, but admiring who the fuck you are. And I feel like who the fuck you are might be controversial with this card here. Some people may not like it. You may get pushback. You may already have in your family, in your friend group. You may have been dealing with that the last few months, or you may still be dealing with that. It takes a lot of bravery to walk into the truth of yourself and display it for people. But understand that doing that gives other people a lot of strength to do it themselves. It doesn't mean your journey is easy. You know, I've said this, and I think it's important to remind people that every inspirational story, most inspirational stories, let's not say every, but most inspirational stories are really stories of human suffering. The person has overcome human suffering. The moment of overcoming, yes, is very inspirational, but there was a hell of a lot of suffering before that inspirational moment, right? And we really need to start holding space for that. Yeah, I feel that. So I feel like, you know, you've been through a lot, and I feel like there's a victorious new road opening for you. I think it's going to be, with the King of Pentacles here, it's going to be very grounded. It's going to be very stable. I feel like with the Queen of Wands and the King of Pentacles, I feel like it's going to be exciting, but I don't feel like it's going to be like super quick either. I think it's going to be very stable. I've been feeling like a lot of stable energy coming in for people in March. Not the quick and hit it and go, but stability. Now, I do think there is unstable energy attracted to you, attracted to your magnetism. So that's something you need to be aware of. We have contact aliens, get your butt probed. There's that not stable energy showing up for you. So I do feel like there will be people who are time wasters, people who are interested in, you know, surface level exchanges. And, you know, if you want to hit it and quit it, that's your business. I don't judge people. But there are people who are out to get what they can from you. Because frankly, you have a lot to offer. There are people in relationships who are watching you. Okay. They may want to do phone stuff with you and things like that. Be aware of that. You may have an ex here that's trying to get, you know, something started. I do think some of you have an ex who's stalking you. You may have somebody from childhood or an old friend from college who's kind of stalking you. They found you online. I feel like the best thing that you can do is lean into your positivity, lean into your self-confidence. And in March, I feel like it's really super important for you to practice excellent self-care. Things that make you feel more confident, things that bring out your best self, because the powerful energies that are going to be offering you this powerful, I mean, look at all these beautiful cards. Oh, my sassy cards fell off the table. I'm so surprised. The Mood Oracle is my sassy cards. They're very slick and they slide everywhere. We have the King of Pentacles, the Fool, the Six of Wands, the Queen of Wands, and the World. Okay, so I feel like these powerful cards, this also represents for some of you a very powerful person or opportunity that wants to come in, okay? Now, I'm not saying it's going to come in March. I'm saying this is an energy that's manifesting towards your attraction. And with it, all of this other stuff too, Okay, so you moving into more dynamic self empowerment, you getting more comfortable with speaking your truth, you being more comfortable with showing your authentic self is going to help spearhead this energy towards you. Okay, it's going to increase the flow of that. Um, because a lot of you guys are starting a new road. There's a new path opening for you in March, and it's very powerful, it's very victorious, and it's going to open a new chapter in your life. I would say a new book. You're closing one book in your life and opening another. And, you know, there are people who live several lifetimes in one life. Okay. I'm one of those people. I've lived 3, 4 lifetimes in one life. Okay. You may be about to live another lifetime in this lifetime. Completely different from what you've done before. It's going to be very happy and victorious. It doesn't mean you won't have things happen. It just means that it's going to have a very happy flow generally. Like, going to have better luck. You're going to have things become easier for you. And I feel like it's very important that you know that this is for you, that you deserve this, that this you are worthy of this. It will help the flow come more easily for you. All right. Okay, group 4, that's what I received for you. I hope this was helpful for the month of March. If it was, please let me know down in the comments below. I would love to hear from you guys. If you haven't subscribed yet, please do. I'd love to have you as a member of my tribe. And I'll see you beautiful. Oh, if you'd like to see more Auntie Amy's Trashy Tarot, give me a thumbs up. And I'll see you beautiful, magical baddies on the other side. Bye, guys.